Well, good evening, everyone. I want to welcome those of you in with Curtis and Susie live Friday night teed up. This is a great day. Susie, what do you have to say to the people on tonight?
Hello, hello. Y'all know what I always say. Grab your bae, grab your boo, your sweet thing. Tell them it's time to be teed up with Curtis and Susie on Friday night.
Well, listen, this is another segment podcast with Curtis and Susie teed up till death do us part. We're so happy that you decided to tune in with us tonight. Listen, for those of you that are listening to us for the first time, we want to welcome you into our broadcast. Looking forward to you being a regular viewer. But I want you to do us a favor on tonight. I want you to call some friends, some married couples, some people that are engaged, and let them know that we're live. We have a very interesting topic that we're going to be discussing tonight. But before we get into our topic of discussion, I want to encourage those of
They
you.
need to go subscribe to our channel, our
Yes.
YouTube channel, which is Teed Up Marriage. We want you also to like and share our Facebook page, Teed Up HTX. And what else? Oh, Instagram. Teed Up HTX on Instagram. Go to all the different social media platforms and show us some love. And if you're tuning in tonight, we want to talk with y'all on tonight. So get ready to put some comments, questions, and thoughts in the comment section on the Facebook page or the YouTube page so we can talk with y'all on tonight.
We're certainly looking forward to hearing from those of you that are teed up with us. Listen, not only are we excited about you being teed up, we're also excited about our first annual marriage retreat that will be taking place February 15th through the 17th. Susie, what do you have to say to the people concerning the retreat on tonight?
Register, 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 register.
That is critically important. If you're going to be a part of the marriage retreat, you must register. Susie, tell them how to get registered.
So you can go to our T.D.D.U.P page on Facebook's T.D.D.U.P HTX. You will see the flyer there, and on that flyer, it has a QR code. You can scan that QR code, and it takes you straight to the registration page. I'm also going to put a link there as well. You can click on that link, which will take you to the registration page as well. On our YouTube page for T.D.U.P, you'll see the same flyer again, and you just scan that QR code, and it takes you straight to the registration page. So go ahead and register. You can make payments on it. You have up until February, the week before, to pay the balance off. Invest in your marriage. Get that time away from work and the kids. It's going to be a lot of fun and food, good food, and fellowship.
Listen, don't delay. Register today. Listen, we have limited seating, and if you're going, listen, it's one thing to get married, but it's another thing to invest in your marriage. Listen, it's a tragedy. The statistics of marriages that fail in our culture today, and it's a lot of these failed marriages are avoidable if you would take some time. Susan and I, we're going to be talking about this subject on tonight. Taking some time to invest in what you have committed to. When you don't invest in what you have committed to, then your stock begin to depreciate. And so I want you to understand that if you don't invest time, effort in your marriage, Susie, you can rest assured that it is going to depreciate. You're going to begin to.
It's gonna be stale and boring.
Yes.
I don't know. And I was looking at one other couple that's hosting a retreat. And I don't know why is it would seem like with our in our culture we don't want to invest into our marriages until there's a problem. Their retreat is in September and it's already sold out. So I'm like, what? Why do you think that we in our culture don't want to invest in counseling or invest in our marriage. Why do you think?
I think, Sue, the problem is this right here. Just like in every other case, people have to value their relationship. The reason I think one of the reasons why is that we haven't learned the principles of God's word that will help us to increase our probability of success. And so what happens is this right here. We have the mindset that everything is going to work itself out, Susie. And a
Is
lot
that
of
what it
times
is?
that's really not going to happen.
Or do we look at it and we look at it as a bad thing? You know, counseling, getting help, investing in your relationship as a bad thing. Because more like some people as like with mental health, with counseling, some people look at it as negative. Yeah. So maybe it's the way we think about it is the reason why they don't invest in their marriage. Because we always say, you spend $10,000 or more on a wedding, and you don't invest in maintaining it. Anything worth having is worth investing in.
Absolutely, and I certainly believe that it comes with the stigma of people believing that if you get help, it's something wrong with your marriage, and that's not always the case. That something's wrong with your marriage. Sometimes you have to preempt certain things that it doesn't fester into something larger than what it really is. So I think we have to change our mindset in order to be able to change our position on going to get counsel or going to retreat or going to some area that will help enhance your probability of success.
Right. Yeah. So I don't know. So that's kind of lead us into what we're talking about tonight. But again, invest in your marriage. It's only a small registration fee, and that comes with your sessions. Your it's going to be food. It's going to be, and that's another thing too. Because I do a little research on when you go to these different retreats, you don't get food.
Exactly.
Or if you do, you may get like a snack.
Right.
Well, with our retreat, the first night we have like a meet and greet type thing, and you're gonna have a full spread that night. You're gonna have a full American breakfast, not continental breakfast. Now, for some of those that don't know the difference, a continental breakfast is all your different pastries, fruits, and juices and coffee. Well, we're gonna have all that plus a full American breakfast, right, which would be your bacon, your eggs, your hash brown, and the toast and stuff that comes with it. And then again, you have your sessions, and then of course, we're gonna have giveaways, and that night we're gonna have a PM snack. And then the last day we're gonna have breakfast again. So that's another thing. I when I was looking, you paying the price, but you're not getting any food. But here with our retreat, you're gonna have good food every day. You're gonna have snacks. You're gonna have a good word, fellowship, and it's gonna be strength. It's gonna be a good thing for you to strengthen your marriage.
Listen, it certainly will be an opportunity for your marriage and your concept of marriage
or just
to be
time to get away.
To be strengthened.
Yeah.
We're not just bringing you together just for food and just for entertainment. We're going to give you significant information that's designed to strengthen your marriage, strengthen the family, strengthen your relationship, strengthen your home, and help you to go the distance. See, I want those of you who are registered and those of you who are planning on registering, I want you to understand that God is going to speak to you in your concerning your marriage and how to listen. We're living in a time, Susie, where marriages are struggling. And so I believe that if you're going to have a strong community, you got to have a strong family. If you're going to have a strong church, you got to have a strong family. If you're going to have a strong city, you got to have strong families. If you're going to have a strong country, you have to have strong families. And so we want to give you some tools
So
to
basically,
help.
saying everything is kind of centered around the family.
Yes, we want to give you some basic tools to help you galvanize your family, to strengthen it, and that it might be able to stand. So listen, I'm telling you that we're not just getting drive-by night shade tree teachers who's going to be speaking to our couples. We have strategically solicited certain individuals that's going to come and that's going to positively pour into you and into your marriage, to strengthen your marriage and help your marriage be what God intended it to be. So listen, go ahead and register. As my wife said, it is going to be critically important if you're going to maintain your relationship and strengthen it. We all need help. Yeah, exactly. See, you got to understand this right here, beloved. You wasn't born knowing how a marriage is supposed to function. And some of us, Susie, unfortunately, we have looked at other marriages such as our mom, our grandmothers, and our friends, and their marriages did not reflect what marriages should be. So we don't want to take our example from certain marriages that did not reflect the mind of God. So we want to try to help you to understand what is God's intention. What a kingdom marriage look like. Absolutely. That is exactly what we want you to get an understanding of what does the God-centered marriage look like.
And I want to go back to when we was talking about for the registration for the retreat. Just so you know, the registration, so people won't, some people say, I don't want to give them my money. Well, we're not making 1 cent.
Not
from
1
this.
cent. Not 1 cent.
It's actually costing us for the retreat. So don't think that the registration fee is coming to us. No, that's just only to cover some of the costs for the retreat.
Exactly. My
So
wife.
don't get hung up on that. Invest in your relationship. Come have a good time with other couples.
Absolutely. The Bible says iron sharpen iron. So, we learn, Susie, what's so interesting, Susie, is this. When we have our couples in-house.
We're going to do tonight.
Yeah, we begin to discuss certain situations, and other couples exclaim, that same thing is happening in my relationship. So what are you guys doing to combat this problem? What are you doing to combat that problem? We're helping strengthening each other's relationships by having certain information available for our couples to be able to help each other.
Whatever you're going through with, you're not alone. Somebody else is going through with it, and who knows? You may be somebody there can help you with what they're doing. So that leads into what we're going to talk about tonight, which is investing in your marriage.
Absolutely.
We're going to talk about different ways to invest in your marriage and why you should invest in your marriage daily. One of the reasons why you want to invest in your marriage daily, it nurtures the connection, and it fosters a deeper emotional and spiritual connection, creating a strong foundation for a lasting and fulfilling relationship. So we know, if it's not a strong foundation, it's going to be shaky.
Absolutely. Anytime you have a relationship, it has to be on a solid foundation, because foundation helps sustain that which sits upon it. So that's critically important for your foundation, for you to have a very good foundation in your marriage. So your foundation should be based upon the Word of God, because after all, marriage was and is God's idea.
Exactly. So you want to invest in it daily, and one thing it says that it cultivates intimacy. It allows you to cultivate intimacy, enhance your communication, understanding, and the overall bond between you and your spouse. So we know that intimacy is a very important part of your marriage, and so we want to invest in it daily. That cultivates intimacy.
So intimacy, what you're saying to us, Sue, is intimacy is a way of investing in your marriage.
Of course.
So spending quality time and that intimate time with your wife would cause the relationship to be strengthened.
Of course.
All right, that's
And
very good.
it cultivates intimacy when you invest in your marriage daily, and it nurtures your connection. I mean, you got to spend time. You just can't say, "Oh, I do," and that's it. You go to work
Absolutely.
Monday through Friday, come home, and she go to work Monday through Friday, whatever you guys do, and it's just going back and forth, back and forth. You got to be
So-
intentional about taking time out to spend with each other.
So time management in a relationship, what you're saying, is critically important in order to invest in your relationship. You have to spend quality time investing in your marriage.
Exactly. You can't be so busy working and grinding, which that's how you hear a lot of the young people say grinding. Yeah, we want you to grind and make money, but we also you want you to spend time with your spouse. Because what good is that you go make grinding and making all this money, and you turn around and your spouse is unhappy. You don't your kids didn't grew up. You don't even know your kids. They done moved out because you spend years and years grinding trying to make money, make money. No, you got to have balance.
So that time spent with your significant other causes the relationship. It's a type of time, a time in your with your spouse. What you're saying is also a way to invest in your relationship.
Yep, spending quality time, and
Yeah,
we're gonna get down to that. We're gonna get down to that further, but yes, quality time is another way to build, to invest in your marriage. And right now, we kind of just talking about some daily ways that you can invest in your marriage, and also it builds resilience. It equips both of you to navigate the challenges and grow resilient together, ensuring that the relationship can stand the test of time. Because we've been married for 35 years and stuff happens.
Absolutely.
And so you got to be able to stand the test of time, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it.
So that I think that's critically important. But why Sue is making these points? Listen, I want some of you who are listening to us. I want you to go on line live. We want to hear from you. We want to hear
Comments,
some
thoughts.
questions and thoughts and comments so that we can give you some feedback. Listen, we attempt to answer any questions that you may present to us while we are live on air. We'll try to answer those questions. But listen, what we're talking about tonight is investing in your marriage. Daily, not once a year, not once every 5 years, not once a month, but we're putting forth the idea of investing in. Listen, you absolutely right, Susie, because if you a stockbroker and you work the market and you're an investor, you go to the stock market daily in order for you to to maximize your probability.
You spend hours and hours.
Absolutely, of getting extra of winning. And so you're absolutely right. If you're going to win in your relationship, it has to be done on a daily basis. You have to invest in that relationship daily.
And one other thing that we're guilty of now, and it's everybody. It's not nobody, everybody. These cell phones takes up a lot of time. So sometimes it's good to do a digital detox. Put the phone down, turn it down, that way you don't see the notifications when they pop up, and just sit down and check in with your spouse and say, how you doing? How was your day? Just get away from this phone, because it's easy. Because, everything is on your phone, your emails, just got social media.
Absolutely.
If you can work and do your phones are little computers. You can work from your phone. So it's very easy to get caught up and you be on the phone a few hours before you know it. So sometimes just put away that phone, do a digital detox. We're not checking no emails. We ain't going to do anything for this. Is some time we're just going to spend here just relaxing and talking with each other.
Absolutely. And one thing I don't think, Susie, it should be I don't think that money should be the barrier that keep you from investing in your relationship. Listen, we spend money, hundreds and hundreds of dollars on clothes, perfumes. We invest in ourselves. We invest in our image. We buy cars, we buy houses, we buy all of these different things to portray a certain image, but we won't take any resources and invest in our relationship. Such as, you might want to take your wife on a trip. We're talking about investing in our relationship. So, I look at this retreat as an investment. I don't look at the retreat as a liability, but I look at it as a investment.
Or a staycation.
Yes.
Sometimes you just need some time away.
With your spouse.
With your spouse.
Yeah.
You can work and been with the kids. So now this is a day and a half to get away.
Absolutely.
From the kids, because the kids be everywhere, and if you got small children, they require a lot of your time. So this is a good another way to invest. That was next up, staycations.
Yes.
That's some we're gonna, like as he said, we're talking about investing in your marriage, and these are different ways that you can invest in your marriage.
Absolutely. I believe it's paramount that you spend time with your significant other and also invest. So another investment is like a staycation is fine, but you need to invest in, spending some time away from the hustle and bustle of the culture that we have grown to be accustomed to. It's always going and going. And so you could easily, Susie, be disconnected and distanced from your spouse because of the culture that we live in.
Of life.
Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
Yep, you're right. You can you get so caught up in your work, and it's unintentionally, but you just get caught up with life. So that's why you got to be intentional about investing in your marriage. These are the different little things that we're talking about. We talked about digital detox, staycations, retreats. These are different ways that you can invest in your marriage.
Yeah, absolutely.
And these are good ways. And some other another way is counseling.
Yes,
we
absolutely.
We hit on it earlier, but sometimes you may have to get a little counseling and get some help to find out, hey, what's this thing about marriage about?
Absolutely, counseling is critical. And whenever we're having problems in life, Susie, we have a tendency to want to get counsel. You want to get an instruction, whether it be professionally or from a spiritual leader, from your mother, from your friend, from whoever. Counseling, the Bible says this: in the multitude of counsel, there's safety. So you have to be able to trust someone other than yourself with your relationship. I mean, a lot of times people always say, well, I don't want people in my business. Well, is it really about your business, or is it about your ego?
Yeah, right. And then it's too that you have you have certain people that you do want to. You have people that you trust, like you say, a pastor or a counselor, somebody that you can trust in. Look, and look at the person's life. It'll let you know if they're trustworthy or not. If you've known them for a while, their reputation will speak for them if you can trust them with your information.
Absolutely, because everybody can't be trusted.
You're right, everybody can't be trusted.
But you have to be able to trust someone. No man is an island, so you have to confide in somebody when you're going through certain difficulties in life and in your marriage. Listen, there's some questions, Susie. I found out that people want answers, but they're scared to ask the question. And so you have to invest in asking questions. You have to be able to learn what you don't know from someone, because you just don't know it all. Nobody knows it all. So
no one knows it all.
Absolutely.
Like we've been, like I said, we've been married for 35 years, and we're speaking, from experiences that we've had and been married for 35 years, and then we were married so young. I believe, we've learned a lot of valuable lessons that we can share with others along the way, and then also too, we are people of integrity. You can check the history. People confide in us for years, and nothing. Their information is safe with us. What used to be a commercial that said something about safe with Gibraltar. Yeah. That was it back a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah, but there are certain people that that you can trust. And again, like he said, you don't want everybody in your business, but there are certain people that you can trust. Check their history; it speaks for them.
Absolutely. You know, it's critically important that you be able to trust and confide in someone with your with the thing that you need assistance with.
And oh, go ahead.
I just want to reiterate. Listen, don't forget we're live, and if you have a question or comment that you want to post online, we'll be happy to answer any questions.
Or just if you online, just give us a thumbs up and let us know you there. Just drop in there and say, "Hey, we're on here with you guys." Just and we'll wave back at you. Just show us some love there in the comment section.
Absolutely.
Okay. And then another way that we can invest in our marriage is maintaining our health and staying in shape. A lot of times we think, cause oh, I got him now, I got her now, and then we just want to let ourselves go. No, we have to stay healthy. That way, we'll be here and be in good health, not walking around with your body broke down.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, you can say something if you want to say.
Listen
about that.
Go ahead, honey.
No, I was gonna say you can go ahead where you want to maintain your actual health, and then also staying in shape. Don't think just because you're married now you just let yourself go. Stay in shape.
Invest in your health. In other words,
right. Maintain your health and stay in shape.
That's critically important. Investing in your health is very important. You and your spouse together should invest in your health. These are ways that ways that you can invest in the relationship, because see, I want my wife to live a long, healthy life. She wants me to live a long, healthy life. So we have to learn how to invest in each other's health and welfare.
And stay in shape. Exercise together. Work out. I mean, if you can't exercise together, do it by yourself. But keep yourself up. Don't just let yourself go and gain weight. And now that you're married, I got him, I got her now, you just let yourself go. No one wants an unattractive spouse.
Right. Continue to stay in health.
Stay in shape, exercise.
Absolutely.
And then maintain your health. Just don't eat any and everything.
Exactly.
Stay healthy. And then lastly, before we get ready to close out, have regularly scheduled date nights.
Yes. Listen.
Now, wait, I didn't even say this here before you say that. At first, when they said schedule a date night, some people are like, schedule it. Well, yeah, you may have to schedule it because, like we were talking about, you get busy with the hustle and bustle of life.
You schedule doctor's appointments.
Hey,
you schedule all these other things.
You schedule business meetings. So it's okay to schedule. Hey, pencil me in for Monday.
Absolutely.
That way, that you're gonna get with them. Because if not, the whole 2 weeks went by and y'all ain't went on a date nowhere.
Exactly. So you have to invest in your date. Listen, date night is you might not think it's important. You might not think it's important, but it gives you time to steal away with your wife, and you guys get a chance to spend some quality time together that you would not otherwise spend if you don't plan. And see, if you don't plan, then you plan to fail. So try to make sure.
No, go ahead.
Try to make sure that you schedule a date night at least once a week. Don't let it go 2-3 weeks without having a date night. That's going to be a problem.
And it don't have to, like we always say, you don't have to spend a lot. You can just do something in the backyard or go in the room, get a movie night at home.
Make you some bologna sandwiches and get you some chips out of the refrigerator and just you and her, and put them in a picnic basket and y'all go plan a day at the park. Just do something.
Yeah.
Invest in something. Invest some kind of way in your relationship. It is critically important for you to really consider investing in your marriage.
And you don't have to spend an arm and a leg for date night. Sometimes it's good. You want to go to a nice 5-star restaurant, wine and dine each other. But sometimes you can't do that all the time. So,
exactly.
But don't let money be a deterrent for you not having a date night. You can make something at home, a charcuterie board, go in the room, y'all watch a movie, or y'all just sit there and laugh and talk. And reminisce on something that may have happened along the way or whatever. And don't take the phone. Put the phone away. Remember, this is date night. This is your time with your significant other. Put the phone away.
Yeah, the phone has become the arch enemy of relationships.
Society,
so,
yes.
listen,
It causes
put those
a lot of problems.
Absolutely.
But before we close out, so what I want to say, what we always want to get in the habit of doing, have your date night every 2 weeks. Every 2 months, you have a weekend getaway. And then every 2 years, you have a week vacation. That's a good principle to apply in your marriage so you can be teed up.
With Curtis and Susie. Well, listen, beloved, we're so thankful for this opportunity to share with you, and thank you again for allowing us in your space on Friday nights. You know, I don't know what you're planning tonight, but whatever you're planning, I hope you're planning it with your significant other. Listen, just to reiterate.
And wait a minute, while you're talking about Friday nights, on Friday nights, I'm finding out a lot of people are not doing nothing. They just at
Just
home.
kicking back at home.
So
well, kick back with us.
Kick back with us. Grab your bae, your boo, your sweet thing. You know what I always say? Come and hang out with us. Come and be teed up with us. We come here. We have y'all see the video that I posted earlier of the good food we have. So we have good food, good fellowship,
good
and
conversation,
laughter, good conversation. And it don't. You know what? And it don't cost you anything.
Absolutely, just a little gas to get here, but that should not keep. Listen, we're looking for fresh new blood to come aboard and be a part of what we're doing. Listen, we're a Christian based podcast. We're spirit filled believers. So
Kingdom, we're talking about
marriages. We're talking about kingdom marriages. What is God's idea for marriage? And so we want to help share and expose you to the King's idea about marriage. After all, it was God's and it is God's marriage idea. Is God's idea. So with that being said, we're out of time on tonight.
Now, what you just said, marriage being God's idea, and also your spouse that you chose, invest in them.
Invest in them, absolutely. Well, listen, I want to thank you all once again for being teed up with Curtis and Susie on Friday night. We're looking forward to seeing you in the retreat. God bless you is our prayer.
So remember, go to our website. Go to our social media pages. It's T.D.D.U.P Marriage HTX, and then we have T.D.D.U.P HTX on social media. T.D.D.U.P Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. T.D.D.U.P HTX, T.D.D.U.P Marriage. Go there and register, like, and share our Facebook page. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and register for the retreat. We would love to have you there. And like my husband said, we meet on Friday nights. Inbox us so we can give you the address to where we meet on Friday nights. But we would love to have you. So, again, thank you for being teed up with us. And we're going to go ahead and close out because we have an in-house session. Couples are arriving. Again, thank you for being teed up with Curtis and Susie on Friday night.
All right.